On February 2nd, 2014, New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio fumbled the unfortunate groundhog Charlotte, dropping the marmot on her head during a Groundhog Day ceremony. For information about Groundhog Day, please read our article, First Groundhog Day Celebration in Punxsutawney. But as you probably gathered by today's video's title, Groundhog Day is not only celebrated in Pennsylvania. Digging deeper with regards to the tragic 2014 Groundhog Day in New York, typical of politically staged events, the lies or misinformation started right away when the groundhog was called Chuck, when in reality it was a female named Charlotte who had been provided for the event by the Staten Island Zoo. It was bad enough that the public saw the mayor drop the hapless rodent, but the drama continued when the poor animal died about a week later. Although a necropsy revealed the cause of death to be injuries consistent from being dropped, the zoo allegedly kept that information from the mayor's office and the public, claiming the critter had instead died of old age. After this debacle, the zoo reportedly used Charlotte's daughter as the 2015 Staten Island Chuck, with Mayor de Blasio watching her from a much safer 6 feet away. From 2016 onwards, de Blasio has avoided attending the annual event. Mayor de Blasio had also fumbled other things in 2014 with lasting consequences, notably his relationship with the New York Police Department, but that is another story. As a question for my students and subscribers, do you think de Blasio was a good mayor? Please let us know in the comments section below this video. Here is a sample answer to this question from someone who hails from New York.
My name is Saranna, and I make videos about how the way we interact with interesting or forgotten things in the world tells a bigger story about us. So I need to be objective and tend to keep personal opinions to myself. Whether or not I think de Blasio is a good mayor is a personal opinion, but there's also a story here, and it's about us. In short, no. But if you'd asked me a year ago, I might have said yes. There's no easy answer because hindsight is powerful. De Blasio's actions throughout 2020 make all of his earlier policies and promises feel hollow. Before de Blasio took office, the NYPD's stop and frisk policy allowed officers to stop, interrogate, and search anyone based solely on reasonable suspicion. And the demographics of New Yorkers stopped and frisked made it so clear the policy enabled racial profiling. It was deemed unconstitutional, yet outgoing Mayor Michael Bloomberg outspokenly defended it. When de Blasio took office, he genuinely felt like a breath of fresh air. He'd run on a progressive platform, condemn policies that made New York what he called a tale of two cities, and proposed drastic police reform. But throughout 2020, when the pandemic disproportionately affected Black communities and the protests following George Floyd's death exposed the true depth of racial inequality in the city, de Blasio was mostly silent. He even defended some brutal actions taken by police. So yeah, de Blasio might have played some role in reducing stop and frisk, but he shut out the voices of people who have been systemically oppressed when they took to the streets and demanded change. It's difficult to view him as the arbiter of racial justice he once claimed to be. Did de Blasio do some good things for New York? Yeah. Are there countless other factors I should consider if I want to properly answer this question? Of course. Probably. Personally, I can't see past this. And even though this is far from a correct method of gauging public opinion, going by the sheer number of replies to any of de Blasio's 2020 tweets that simply read resign, I know I'm not alone in my assessment.
For more interesting information about the history of New York and other places, please see and subscribe to Saranna Rotgard's channel on YouTube. If you liked this video and would like to receive notification of new videos, please feel welcome to subscribe to History in Headlines and become one of our patrons. Your viewership is much appreciated.